Okay. So, co-creators, thoughts and feelings are powerful generators of frequency. They mold and shape our reality as we realize that we are co creators. We're co creators of circumstances through these agencies of thoughts and feelings. The powers of the world have always known this, and that is why this great secret of life, known to us now as the law of attraction, has recently been restored for the masses to know and put into practice. Therefore, by changing our thoughts and emotions, we change our vibrations, our circumstances, and that is a scientific fact. Okay, so you ask, how do I keep my vibration high? How do I stay in high vibe? I've been asked that a lot. It's through your thoughts and emotions. Everything has to be positive. So when a problem comes, we look for the solution. We don't sit in the problem. It's not all love and light as in fake. It's just you have to look at things differently. Instead of looking at the glass half empty and crying because you only have a half a glass of water left, you are thankful that you have a half full glass of water. Nothing's changed with the water, it was all your thought process. So that's what we're trying to do. And we are co creating. That's why they're saying the collective is really doing a great job through this, and you're relying on your higher powers and your higher self, and we're doing this thing. Okay? So that's great. Now we'll come over here and pull a few cards. My affirmation cards, we've got positive new earth, yes indeed. So keep yourself positive, focus on the new earth, and if you're wondering if it's a yes or no, it's a yes indeed to go forward with whatever you're doing. Okay, so we're going to pick a few cards here. I'm lighting some sage. And if you remember that you're co creating the new earth and to stay positive and look at the glass half full, that certainly will help. Now we'll do some Miss Mystic cards. These are my new tarot cards, and my artist already has the back side arted out. Is that the word? Already drawn up and ready to go. So when I send her the cards, we're waiting for quantum, we're waiting for the QFS, we're waiting for things in the future. We're not doing a whole lot of stuff in the old system, but I told you to get your projects ready. We're doing the rough drafts. So this is a rough draft. Then once we get the new financial system rolling or the new things implemented, then that's when we will make the cards. I'm not doing anything in the old system. Even my phone, I could use a new phone or two, but I'm waiting for the Q phones. Now you all may be laughing and saying, well, you're going to be waiting a long time. But see, that's negative. That's not thinking with the manifestation power of I co-create. Um, so however you reacted to that can tell you a lot. It can tell you whether you're thinking the right way or not. Because my power is to put it out there, right? And I'm manifesting my Q phone and my new cards and my new money system, my new electricity Tesla, my new computer system Starlink. I'm co-creating this all, and we're working really hard in Astro doing this, right? So the people that are laughing at it right now, they shouldn't even really be watching me because they're not co-creating with me. They're actually going against my project. So, that's a real good indicator right there of if this station is good for you. Um, and also, if you don't know about this stuff, it's a great assignment to check into what I'm talking about. I give you songs, and a lot of people don't like rock and roll, so just Google the lyrics. A lot of people don't know much about the Bible, so just Google Jonah's story or Miriam's story and read what it says. You can go down the rabbit hole. I give you a lot of information, and you can go down the rabbit hole and co-create with us, or just scroll on and listen to the people talking about the fake moon. The moon is a space station. Okay, so we've already shuffled. We're going to cut the deck into 3 piles, and we're going to go ahead and see what they say. We've got the 2 of Cups, your soul contract, God's plan and yours, and stay the course. And I just got done saying that God has a plan and we're co-creating with him. All right. We have a soul contract, which in Astro, we're messing with it all the time. Last night in Astro, I got a new license, and on my license is 33 in big letters or big numbers, and it's master teacher number. I am a master teacher, and I do teach starseeds. So there's another little bit of information about me. I do more work in Astro than I do here. That's why I love my station here so much, because I at least can do a little bit here, right? Okay, so we've got soul contracts, God's plan and yours, and stay the course. Okay, then we have the Page of Swords energy. You feel restless. You're curious for the truth. You have a thirst for the truth. You're learning new things. You feel like a student. You feel like a messenger, and you want to put it into action. And that's just what I was talking about how when I give you things to look up, or I say things that you don't understand, instead of just brushing it off, every single thing I say or do is important. So if you want the energy, then you have to do the homework. If you're just going to say, well, whatever, I don't know what the hell she's talking about, well, then you're missing out on the energy. So either take this station as a learning tool and co-create with your astral family, or scroll on to the matrix. Let's talk about the space station and where the stars are today. Okay, so we have hermit energy, meaning going within, shielding yourself, taking time to make the decisions, leaning on the angels and solitude. So again, just what I was saying about if you want to learn this stuff, instead of putting on, a lot of you watch a lot of different things on YouTube. I won't get into all that, but Google something I'm talking about. Go down that rabbit hole. If you already know, then keep on helping us create this. We're almost there. Everything's done in the background. It's just getting it out into the public. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pick a few cards here. Let's roll it out. This is the Rider-Waite. See what Carol has to say. Miss Mystic says, be a hermit, be a little student, and complete your soul contract. Miss Mystic's affirmation says, positive new earth. Yes, indeed. Focus on that. Co-create. Okay, this one wanted to come out, and it's the wild card. Again, we don't have a lot of wild cards in decks. I put these in there because they're just come with the deck, and I wrote wild on it. So that's pretty wild, huh? Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords. That's St. Michael's Sword of Truth. So once again, it's saying search for the truth. If you don't know what I'm talking about, search it out instead of just ignoring it or cutting it down. And if you do know about it, great. Share it. Comment about it. Let's all join hands together and do this. Okay, St. Michael's Sword of Truth. And underneath the Sword of Truth is love, the Ace of Cups. So you got two aces. And the affirmation card was yes, indeed. That's an ace. So you've got two aces. Truth and love is what you're searching for. You're not that worried about magic and money. You probably already have magic and money, but you want love and you want truth. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. So that's great. All right. So how do we get it? Well, it says the Strength card in reverse. So somebody I'm feeling is not quite doing what they're supposed to be doing. Maybe because they can't, meaning physically they can't get out of bed. Maybe they don't have the money. Maybe they don't have the resources. But somebody is not going where they're supposed to be going. Kind of like yesterday's motivation card in reverse. And this is the Two of Swords in reverse, so that's just telling me that you're not making that decision. That's kind of the Strength card, and then the Two of Swords, that's what that's telling me. It's telling me that you aren't making the decision. You're supposed to be making that decision, but you haven't. Okay? And then we have up right, we have the Emperor. So I'm talking about the divine masculine here. Okay? Whether it's the divine masculine side of you or whether you really are a male, but it's the Emperor, and that's who is not making that decision and who is not motivated like yesterday. See, it just continues on today, but it's telling you more. So make sure you watch yesterday's. It's just telling you more. It's saying you don't have enough strength to slay that dragon. And I'm drawn to the infinity sign over his head. You have great ideas, but you're not doing them. And then we have the Two of Cups in reverse, right? Okay, so you see the whole picture. You're not doing this. You're not doing your soul contract. You're not doing God's plan. You're doing your plan. And you're not staying connected. Yesterday we had spiritual ignorance. That's what's going on. So if you didn't see yesterday's reading, go ahead and look at it because that's what's going on. Okay, now today it's just saying that it's more of the masculine and more of the masculine side of you. If you are a male, whatever, it's the Emperor. The Emperor ain't doing his soul contract. It's upside down. And that's stalling this whole thing. It's just putting a stall to it. Okay, so you have a lot of challenges, Five of Wands, and you feel conflicted. You see all them people trying to put up that fence, and it's really not working that great, right? I'm getting the feeling of you're depending too much on other people. Maybe you got into some kind of trouble where you're in jail or the hospital and you can't. Okay, that's understandable, but the Emperor is slowing down our process. Yeah, he is. Okay, so once again, we're always depending on other people because We can only do so much alone. It's not that we're codependent. We do have that wild card and it just flipped on the floor. So again, the Two of Swords in reverse. You're not making a decision that you need to make. I guess I have to repeat that a few times, huh? You're not making a decision that you're supposed to make. All right, well, I'm not going to keep pressing on that because I get it. Some of you are just sitting around, and some of you are doing that, waiting for that new earth, waiting for that new thing to happen, waiting for the new person to come into office, always waiting for the next shoe to drop, right? When you're the one that's supposed to be making the shoe drop and you're waiting for everybody else to do it. So, okay, so we've got shape-shifting energy. Shape-shifting energy on the bottom of the deck. So it wants me to tell you that you are being messed with. You are being messed with, but you have the power to overcome. Look at Mother of Guadalupe, right? Mother Mary, I love her. We have the power to overcome. Again, you got to make that decision. I keep hearing you're not making the decision. You're not making the decision. Okay, what's under shapeshifter energy? Survival mode in reverse. You're not taking this serious enough. Yep. You're thinking a lot of this is hokey pokey. You're thinking a lot of this is fantasy. And what did I tell you about fantasy? Fantasy is really manifestation. It's fantasy until it becomes real. Then once it becomes real, or once it becomes in the energy and it becomes physical, then it's no longer fantasy. So fantasy is actually just the beginning stages of a manifestation. And somebody is not taking this seriously. All right. And then we have conversation with the animal guides. So I was telling you to talk to Mary, and they're telling you to talk to your animals. Right now, my animals are all listening, and they protect me all night long. First thing I do in the morning is I feed the stray animals and the inside animals, and they're number one on my list because they are the best. Animals are the best. Okay, so a lot of you have animals. If you don't, get one. If you don't, there's plenty of them outside to take care of. Okay, now we have the Empress. So that's the outcome. The outcome is talking to your animal guides and finding your Empress. Somebody is not making that decision. How many times have you heard that in this reading? Okay, all you're doing is you're stalling everybody because you're not taking this serious, because you're not thinking that this is real. You think it's all just a fantasy. You're way too in your head. Underneath survival mode, we have hidden treasure, and that's exactly what I just said. If something is hidden and it's a treasure, that means you don't have access to it, and you don't even know it's there, and you don't even believe it. So stop cutting it down until you know for sure. And I know this stuff is real because I do most of my work on the other dimensions. So, all right, well, I'm not going to be here to convince you, but I'm here to give you an energy read, and that is the energy. And the energy says we need to do a little bit of changing our thinking, don't we? Okay, and the last one out is transformation, the death card. Okay, so we need to put an end to the old thinking. We need to stay positive thinking, looking at the glass half full. We need to make that decision to live out our soul contract. Okay, I am Miss Mystic, And I want to thank you all for listening.